Okay, so we all hold these fundamental values, right? Things like justice, empathy, respect.
Hmm.
And if you ask pretty much anyone, they'd say, yeah, I'm a moral person. We definitely see ourselves as the good guys.
We do. That's our default setting.
But then, you look around, history, even just everyday stuff, and you see so many examples of ordinary people. People who
Mm.
probably started out meaning well,
Right.
but they compromise those values, they cross lines, they just seem to lose their way morally.
It's the great human paradox, isn't it? And it's usually not about finding some, like, inherently evil monster.
No.
It's more this quiet, insidious thing, an internal drift. It's the small compromises, the little rationalizations that start deep down,
Mm.
way before they become obvious harm.
Exactly. And in our last deep dive, we got into self-deception, the lies we tell ourselves.
The everyday ones.
Today, we're taking the next step. We're looking at the forces, social, psychological, emotional life, that push that self-deception into, well, what we're calling moral blindness.
Yeah, our mission today is really to unpack the architecture of that blindness. How do otherwise good people, especially under pressure, somehow lose sight of the moral meaning of what they're doing, often with terrible consequences?
And we kind of have to start with that gut reaction we all have when we see something awful in the news, right? Those four really comforting but maybe dangerous words. I would never do that.
Oh, yeah. That phrase is like a psychological shield. It keeps the horror over there, not here, protects our self-image.
Right.
But honestly, decades of research pretty much dismantle that shield.
Yeah.
The really unsettling truth is that under the right conditions, or maybe the wrong conditions, almost anyone, no, anyone can be pushed to act against their own conscience. The situation often matters more than the person.
Which brings us straight to that classic, maybe controversial example, the Stanford prison experiment,
Mm-hmm.
the SBE Zimbardo, back in the 70s. For anyone who just knows the headline, they took, 24 ordinary, healthy college guys, screened them, made sure they were stable,
Yep, mentally sound.
and then randomly assigned them. You're a guard, you're a prisoner. Mock prison setup.
And the shocking thing, the thing we really need to focus on is the speed. How quickly people just fell into those roles.
That's days, right?
Days. The students who were guards started, well, actively abusing the prisoners,
Yeah.
humiliating them, psychological stuff. It got so bad they had to shut the whole experiment down early.
And I think the first reaction for many was, okay, who were the bad apples? Which guards were secretly authoritarian all along?
Exactly. But Zimbardo argued the opposite. He said the lesson wasn't about finding bad seeds. It was about the overwhelming power of a bad system.
Okay.
These students weren't chosen for sadism, but the system gave them total, unchecked power, and crucially kind of gave them implicit permission to dehumanize the other group.
So the situation itself handed them a script, almost, and they just
Yeah.
read the